And good evening. Welcome to the Highland Activity Center. We have C Squad basketball tonight here on the Highland Activity Network on the basketball channel. And we've got the Highlanders tonight taking on the Titans of Griggs, Midkota out of Griggs County Central and Midkota High School. And we are about set ready for this C Squad game. Junior high sweeping earlier in the North Gym. So going for a clean sweep tonight here with the with the C Squatters. Ball's in the air, tip comes down, and the Highlanders will control, working from left to right to left here. Maddie Anderson, she's out there starting along with Kinley Suffolcool, Georgia Zahn, Ann Winch, and Hadley Thorson, the five on the floor for Valley City. We'll get the starters here for the Titans momentarily. Here's Suffolcool on the far side, now dribbles back onto the wing. Kinley Suffolcool goes down low. Winch turns around, shot partially blocked. Then the rebound controlled by the Titans. Back the other way. Here comes Griggs Midkota into the front court. Brenna Ellers, along with Riley Miller, Ryan Johnson, Kennedy Reedman, and Kylie Johnson, the starting five on the floor for the Titans. There's a jump ball. Our first possession arrow will go to Griggs Midkota. 15-25, 16-minute halves here in this C-Squad matchup. Highlanders winning the C-Squad game here the other night against Jamestown, off to a 1-0 start. Here's a left-hand shot taken, comes up a little bit short. Thorson clears off the rebound, and back come the Highlanders. Suffolcool into the front court. Kinley, pass, baseline, Zahn, right side, back off to Suffolcool. Suffolcool driving in, wants a reverse layup, hit the bottom of the backboard, and the rebound is controlled by Griggs Midkota. Back to the way, into the front court come the Titans. Formerly Central Dakota Titans, now Griggs Midkota. There's a three-pointer left-hand shot taken from the far wing by Ryan Johnson. Airballs it out. Preston Myers, the head coach for the C Squad. Tara Glant, who, of course, works with the junior high. Picked up a couple of wins earlier. Now she on the bench helping out here with the C Squad match. C Squad game on the near side is Zahn. Georgia goes inside to Anderson. Off the Winch. Her left-hand shot. Front rim. Comes off. Rebound. Zahn grabs it on the baseline right side. Georgia now onto the wing. Goes up top of the key to Thorson. Man-to-man defense here by Griggs Midkota. Back up top of the key to Zahn. Zahn, eighth grader, swings it far side. Intended for Winch. Ball knocked. Ooh, look out. Knocked out of bounds. Riley Miller goes flying into the bench. And it will stay with the Highliners. Anderson will trigger the inbounds. Maddie brings it in to Suffolcool. Kinley, top of the key. Dribbles just off that left elbow. Picks up the dribble. Try to get to Thorson and does. Hadley wants to drive baseline. Dribbles it off her knee. Regains control here in the near corner. Thorson gets it to Zahn. Now Zahn circles around. Top of the key. Right hand hip high dribble. Georgia Zahn looking inside. Nothing there right now. Now picks up the dribble. Comes through to the cutter Thorson. Thorson lost the handle. Loose ball picked up. And back to the way come the Midkota with Kennedy Reedman. Reedman in. Her shot high off the glass for two. So Reedman with the bucket. And the Titans score first. 13-45. First half 2-0. Down court Thorson. Thorson looking inside. Backs her way in. Hadley turns. Faces the basket. Left to the lane. Now goes into the lane. Shot to Suffolcool for two. Kinley Suffolcool with her first two. We're tied at 2. Into the front court comes Ryan Johnson, left-hand hip-high dribble. Ryan lobs it, gets it inside. Driving through is Miller. Miller gets it for two. Riley Miller with her first two. And it is 4-2, advantage to the Titans. 13-16 to go here in the first half. On the near side, Thorson off to Suffolcool. Suffolcool goes up top of the key. And goes in the lane, shot up and good by Suffolcool. Kinley with her second bucket. She's got 4. And we're tied 4-4. Second tie here in the first half. In the front court, Ryan Johnson coming down for the Titans. Passes in the lane. Miller and has it taken away by Thorson. Hadley Thorson very good defensively. Always in the face of the offensive team. Now has a shot here on the wing near side. Three-pointer comes off the front of the rim. And a hustle rebound. Nearly had it, but done off her fingertips and out of bounds, and it will stay with Griggs Midkota. That'll bring Rylan Johnson into the lineup. Cameron Berg coming in here for the Highliners. Maddie Anderson will sit down, as does Ann Winch. So back to the way, Kylie Johnson brings it up the floor here for the Titans and their Blues. And the ball tipped. Loose ball picked up by Reedman. Reedman shot a little bit too hard. And rebound on the floor. Reedman gets it back. Ooh, stepped out of bounds. Yep. Stepped out of bounds after she grabbed the rebound. Alex Cleaver, one of our officials, the pride of Lemoore. made the call down on the baseline. Here come the Highliners, tied at 4, 12-17 to go here in the first half. C-Squad basketball from the Hack. Pass inside for Berg, ball knocked away. Loose ball picked up by Johnson. Kylie Johnson on the far side gets it up, and Miller brings it into the front court. Back to Johnson here in the near wing. Wanted to go back to Miller. Ball was tipped from behind. That was Rylan Johnson on the tip. Now back into the front court. Pass down low. Layup. Good. Rylan Johnson running the floor after the defensive play gets the hoop and the harm, and will get a chance at a three-point play opportunity. Foul's going to be called against Kylie Johnson, her first team. So Rylan at the line. 6-4, advantage to the Highliners. And the left-hander, Benson sends a free throw. Back iron, good. Drops it through. She's got 3. Timeout taken by Griggs Midkota with 11:51 left to go here in the first half. 7-4 Highliners. We're back with more C-Squad basketball from the Hack on the Highliner Activity Network. Back here at the Highliner Activity Center on the Highliner Activity Network. On at the Hack. The Vikings, Minnesota Vikings in there playing tonight against the Steelers. Dalvin Cook is back in the lineup, but Adam Thielen is out tonight. Sorry about that, Adam. Adam Compson is who I'm talking about there. He was wearing his Thielen jersey today. Here's Miller, dribble drive for the Titans, and inside we've got a jump ball. As they got inside to Kylie Johnson. Again, good defensive play there by Hadley Thorson, but the ball will stay with Griggs Midkota. Actually, it should be Highlander ball on the alternate possession. Yep, it should be Highlander ball on the alternate possession. There we go. They don't have the alternate possession arrow on the scores table, so they got to keep the book. Here we go. Kinley Suffolk will bring it up the floor for the Highliners, leading 7-4. 11:24 to go. Oh, nice pass down low. Zahn missed it. Came up a little bit short on underneath, and we've got a jump ball now. It will be Griggs Midkota on the alternate possession. Nice pass by Kinley Suffolk to Georgia Zahn, but came up a little bit short on the bunny underneath. Now the Titans will bring it back up the floor. 11:18 to go. First half, 7-4 Highliners. In the front court, left-hand dribble Johnson. Johnson goes on the far side. Off to Reedman. Reedman tied up. Guess what? Another steal by Thorson. Off to Suffolk. Down court to Berg. Cameron gets it over to Zahn. Georgia's on shot. Hits the front of the rim. There's Thorson with the putback. Couldn't get it to fall. Loose ball here on the near side is taken down by the Titans. Here come the Titans back to the way with Brianna Eilers. Eilers into the front court with Johnson. Johnson left-hand dribble top of the key. Now they go down low. Working her way through. Shot up there. Doesn't go. On the left. Chopped by Zoe Zahn. Now Suffolk with the rebound. Down court. Georgia's on. Turns around, shot, and that was blocked out of bounds by Ehlers, and it will be Highliner ball. 7-4, advantage to the Valley City Highliners with 10:38 remaining in the first half. Highliners winning both junior high games earlier against the Titans, going for the clean sweep here. On the baseline, Suffolk tried the reverse layup. This time she made it. Missed it earlier, but got it there. She's got 6 of the Highliners' 9 points. And it's 9-4 Valley City. 10:20 remaining in the half. Johnson on the far side for Griggs Midkota. Gets onto the wing. Ryan Johnson from Kylie. On that far left wing, back to Kylie. Down low, pass in the lane. Eilers hands it off here to Reedman, and Reedman's shot was partially blocked. Loose ball far side, picked up by Ehlers. Ehlers circles around, top of the key. Hands it off to Reedman. And she'll go back down low. Ehlers up top. Johnson. Ryan Johnson, watched by Berg. Far side, Kylie Johnson, shimmy and shakes and called for the travel. Kind of did a little juke move and shuffled the feet. And the ball goes back over to Valley City. 9:47 here in the first half. 9-4 Highliners. Now checking in. Leah Saxberg checking in the lineup here for the Titans. Lob by Suffolk. Down low for Thorson. Double team. And then she is fouled from behind. The Johnson girls, Kylie and Ryan were there, and I think they're going to call this one on Ryan Johnson. That is her second team foul. Saying not a shooting violation, so the inbounds will be on the baseline. Georgia Zahn will trigger it in. Ann Winch back in the lineup, as is Maddie Anderson for Valley City. And checking in for Griggs Midkota. Back in is Riley Miller. Here's Zahn. In, ball tipped. Oh, she was stepped out of bounds and she knew it. She lobbed it. Ryan Johnson tipped it, but right back in the hands of Georgia Zahn, and she was still standing out of bounds when she caught it, and she knew it. So Kylie Johnson will bring up the floor for Griggs Midkota. In the lane, Miller. Dribble drive, goes through a triple team. Now here on the near wing is Saxberg. Saxberg up top of the key. Right-hand dribble for the Titans. Goes down low to Miller. Miller backing way in against Winch. Shot up, bounces off, no. Rebound off the hands of Maddie Anderson, and will stay with the Titans. 9-4 advantage to the Highliners. Inbounds will be on the baseline here near side. Ryan Johnson will trigger it in. Johnson, bounce pass near corner to Kylie. Kylie hounded there by Zahn. Gets it right back to Ryan. Ryan Johnson circles around off the left elbow. Free throw on extended left side. Now back onto the wing. In the lane to Miller. Riley Miller driving in with the left hand off the glass for two. Riley Miller now with 4, 9-6. Highliners by 3. Zahn all the way down. Now onto the wing, top of the key. Pass far side to Berg. Berg looking inside. Another 8th grader, Cameron. Into the corner and dribbled it off her leg. Out of bounds. It'll turn it over to Griggs Midkota. Also coming up tonight, if you jump on our Go Camera channel on Highline Activity Network on Playside.com, you can watch the first grade Christmas concert that's going on at Jefferson Elementary. There's a shot by Miller. Can't get it to fall. We're going to have a foul called. Cameron Berg was down there defensively, and I think she's going to be called for the personal foul. That will be her first team. Inbounds for the Titans on the baseline. Left side. Ryan Johnson will trigger it in here for Griggs Midkota. Brings it into Miller. Miller, free throw line extended left side. Now try to pass cross court, and that goes out of bounds. Pass there intended for Zahn. Zoe Zahn went out of bounds. And so the Highliners will come back. 4 sophomore. And 8 ninth graders on this C squad / junior varsity for Griggs Midkota. Here's a baseline drive by Maddie Anderson. And Maddie gets it off inside for Rylan Johnson for 2. So Rylan now has 5. 11-6, 5-point advantage for Valley City. As we hit the 8-minute mark left to go in this first half. Here on the near wing is Zahn. Top of the key, Johnson. Back to Zahn. Zahn goes into that far corner, past to Saxberg, off her hands and out of bounds. Back over to the Highliners. And Valley City will bring it up the floor, leading by 5. Cameron Berg comes across the logo, right hand hip high dribble, top of the key. Lot inside. Anderson shot up, high off the glass, can't get it to fall. Maddie gets her own rebound, and a foul going to be called underneath. And that's going to be against Griggs Midkota. Yeah, I think they're going to call that foul on Zoe Zahn, which would be her first, 3rd team. Kinley Suffolk, Hadley Thorson back in the lineup for Valley City. Georgia Zahn will trigger the inbounds for the Highliners with 7:36 to go. Inbounds to Suffolk in that far corner. Dribble drive on the baseline. Nice pass inside for Anderson off the glass, off the back iron. Winch shot was partially blocked. Loose ball here near side, picked up by Thorson. Thorson pass over to Anderson, and Maddie Anderson's 3-pointer off the front of the rim. Goes to the far corner and out of bounds. Suffolk couldn't catch up to it, and it'll be Griggs County basketball. That'll bring Cameron Berg in, and Zahn will take a break. Titans basketball trailing 11-6 with 7:15 to go here in the first half. Ryan Johnson into the front court. Top of the key, left-hand dribble. Pass far side. Gets it off to Reedman. Reedman dumps it down low, and I'll get it back to Reedman, and then Reedman's fouled by Suffolk. Kinley will pick up her first personal, second team. So the baseline inbounds here for Griggs Midkota. Brought in by Reedman. Gets it off. Shot. Miller. Air ball. Backside rebound. Thorson clears it for Valley City. Off to Suffolk. She'll bring it up the floor. Kinley across the timeline. All the way down. Stop. Lobbing it inside Winch. Off the glass for two. Annie Winch with the bucket inside. Her first two. 6:45 remaining in the half. Highliners up 13-6, their biggest lead. Here's Miller. Dribbling in against Winch in the lane, and we got a double dribble called against the Titans. So the defense there called the double dribble. And it goes back over to Valley City. That's going to bring Riley Miller to the bench. And Chloe Vincent will check in for Griggs Midkota. Suffolk, top of the key to Berg. Berg down to was going to go into the free throw line. Gives it back top by Suffolk. Dribble drive. Just off the elbow right side. Try to go down low. Ball was tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Highliners. So Highliner basketball. 6:21 remaining. Inbounds on the baseline. Suffolk will bring it in. Maddie Anderson jets out into the corner. They go inside for Thorson. Through her wickets. She picks it up. Shot up. Rolls and goes. Hadley Thorson with the bucket inside. Her first two. And it's 15-6 Valley City. Highlanders on a 11-2 run right now to take this 9-point lead. Three-pointer by Ryan Johnson goes long off the back iron. And Suffolk gets the rebound. Then she is tipped from behind. And the turnover, right back the other way. Reedman has it for the Titans. And then she is fouled by Suffolk. So Kinley will pick up her second, third team. Inbounds for the Titans on the baseline. 5:54 to go here in this first half. Highlanders up 15-6. In on 11-2 run right now after a 4-4 start. Bringing in bounds, Reedman brings it in, right in off the glass. Shot taken there by Vincent, doesn't fall. And Thorson grabs another defensive rebound, her third. Back into the front court comes Suffolk. Pass far side Anderson, left alone for the long three. Manny Anderson air ball. Winch underneath, grabs the rebound for the Highliners. Tried to get it to Berg. Ball knocked away. It's on the floor, out of bounds. And it will go over to the Griggs Midkota. Titans will bring it up the floor, trailing by 9. 5.5 minutes to go here in the first half. High school basketball here in the Highline Activity Network. C Squad. Valley City and Griggs Midkota from the hack. Loose ball picked up by Vincent. And gets it off to Johnson. Johnson turns, gives it to Saxberg. Back down low. Shot there didn't go by Johnson. Put back up and off too hard. We're going to have a jump ball, and possession. We'll give it over to Valley City. Or they say Griggs Midkota. Thank you. It should be Valley City. I'm keeping track, so I'll keep an eye on it there, boys. That'll bring Rylan Johnson in, and Georgia Zahn in for the Highliners. 5:10 left here in the first half. 15-6. Highliners leading by 9. Suffolk up top. Far side, Rylan Johnson down low. Bird posting up right of the lane. Cameron, bounce pass, in cutting through. Layup by Suffolk doesn't go, but Kinley will get a couple of free throws. And that foul against Kennedy Reedman, that'll be her first, fourth team. So Suffolk at the line, shooting two. Right-hander's first one, net. 7 points now for Suffolk. 16-6 Highliners. Riley Miller back in the lineup, as is Kylie Johnson for Griggs Midkota. Next free throw's on the way. Air ball. And we'll give it over to Griggs Midkota with 4:55 to go here first half. Highlanders run right now on a 12-2 run, leading 16-6. And it'll be Titans basketball to come up the floor. Kylie Johnson will bring it up. Top of the key, lost a dribble, regains control. Pass in the paint, Miller. Here's Riley Miller driving in, kicks it off. Ryan Johnson's shot doesn't go. Suffolk tips it right into the hands of Rylan Johnson. Then she went back to Suffolk. She's tied up, and it'll be Griggs Midkota basketball. So back over to the Titans. Inbounds will be on the baseline. Ryan Johnson ready to bring it in. Off far side, long jumper, comes up a little bit short. And the rebound, Hadley Thorson, another defensive rebound. She's tied up. It'll be Valley City basketball on the alternate possession. And we are going to get a 30-second timeout taken by Coach Myers and Valley City. 4:27 left to go first half. 16-6 Highlanders. Back with more C-Squad basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. Valley City with a 16-6 lead. 4:27 to go here in the half. Griggs Midkota will inbound it. Holding it, bringing it in. Miller down low. Kicks it off to Johnson. Ryan Johnson dribble drive, now steps back. Lobs it back inside for Miller. Stolen by Thorson. Hadley with another steal. Gets it off to Zahn. Georgia Zahn will bring it up the floor. Zahn across the timeline, right hand dribble. Goes to the left hand, looks to her left, now goes back up top. Gets it to Suffolk. Kinley Suffolk, top of the key. Dribble drive left of the lane, lobs it inside, and that one right in the hands of one of the Titans. That was Brianna Ellers on the steal, and she was tied up. And possession arrow should give it over to, are they calling foul? They say, oh boy, tie up should have been Griggs Midkota. Well, Suffolk up top, Zahn. And Georgia will circle around. Inside, Suffolk pass, Thorson, shot up, no, tipped. Rebound backside by Rylan Johnson. Her outlet was errant, but picked up by Zahn. Zahn top of the key to Berg. Cameron Berg backs up on the wing. Back up top of the key to Zahn. Zahn looking inside and tried to throw it and lost it, but into the hands of Thorson. Thorson gets it back to Berg. Berg, she'll take the jumper from 18 and knock it down. Cameron Berg with a long jumper just off the left elbow. 18-6 Highlanders. All the way down is Johnson. That was Kylie to Ryan. Ryan up top of the key. Hounded there by Berg. Inside Miller. One dribble. Nice bounce pass. Open look and good. Good job there by Miller to find the open teammate. And the bucket inside is made by Ellers. That's her first two. And that cutting through on the pass. Here goes Suffolk off the Zahn pass. And Suffolk gets the bucket and a chance at a three-point play. Kinley's got 9. Nice pass there by Zahn on the dish. And it's now 20-8 Highlanders. And Suffolk, right-hander, sends it up and rolls it in. 2 for 3 at the line for Suffolk. She's got 10 points. Back in for the Titans. Reedman comes back in. Zahn back in. 2:50 remaining. 21-8 Highlanders. 17-4 run right now after a 4-4 tie early on. In the front court, Ryan Johnson comes across with a left-hand dribble. Watched there by Berg. Johnson stolen by Suffolk. Stepped in and steals it. Here comes Suffolk down. Over to Cameron Berg. Shot up off the glass. No. Rebound tipped off several sets of hands. Comes here near side and is controlled by the Ellers, by the Titans. Now in the front court, Miller. Crossover dribble. Riley Miller. Runner in. Too hard off the glass, but she's going to get a couple of free throws. And the foul on the Highlanders. That is the fourth team foul, not the line. Riley Miller will be shooting 2. First one rolls off. She's got 4 points. Highlanders up by Baker's dozen. Second free throw coming. Miller, sophomore. The right-hander, Benson sends number 2. Off the back iron, too long. Rebound off the hands of Suffolk, and it was knocked away and out of bounds. It will be Highlander ball. 2:21 left to go here in the first half. Highlanders up 21-8. I want you to know what's coming up on the Highlight Activity Network here at the half. Recapped scoring as well. Top of the key, Suffolk, bounce pass, down low Thorson. Hadley turns around, shot off the glass too hard, and then the rebound, Miller has it for Griggs Midkota, knocked away by Thorson, and will stay with the Titans. And we are going to get a 30-second timeout taken by Griggs Midkota. 21-8, Highlanders lead, 2:07 to go in this first half. We're back with more C-Squad basketball on the Highland Activity Network. Two minutes, 7 seconds left to go here in this first half. Highlanders up 21-8. Paul McDonald with you here at the Hack. Boston Larson, cameraman and IT guy tonight here at the Hack. Again, we're going to have lots of activities coming up over the next week before our holiday break. We'll tell you a little bit about what's coming up. We'll do that at the half as well as recap first half scoring. Got varsity basketball coming away tomorrow night as they will be taking on Fargo North. We hit the 2-minute mark left to go here in the first half, 21-8. Advantage to Valley City. Riley Miller has it here for Griggs Midkota on the near wing. Right-hand dribble, picks up the dribble. Hands it out to Reedman. Reedman goes back to Miller. She had 4 Highlanders around her, and Berg picks up the loose ball off the steal. Suffolk down court. Johnson, ball partially blocked, out of bounds. It will stay with the Highlanders. Matt Anderson checked in, and Lynch checked in out of that timeout. They join Cameron Berg, Kinley Suffolk, and Rylan Johnson on the floor. Suffolk, bounce pass. That one off the leg of one of the Titans, picked up by Berg. Berg, that could have been a travel, nothing called. Sheridan gives it off to Suffolk, back behind her. Kinley, off on the right wing, deep on the right wing. Now works up top of the key, looks to her left, dribbles to her right. Right of the lane, ball knocked away. She picks up in the far corner and stepped out of bounds. Well, back over to Griggs Midkota we go. 1:21 to go first half. Kylie Johnson checks in. Ryan Johnson checks out for Griggs Midkota. And they'll bring the ball up the floor. All the way down, cross the timeline, right-hand dribble. Pass in the lane, right in the hands of Suffolk with the steal. Kinley Suffolk for the Highlanders. Pass over to Berg. Berg going in, left-hand layup, good. Cameron Berg and Kinley Suffolk combined there. 4 points for Berg, 23-8 Highlanders. 1 minute left to go here in this first half. Kylie Johnson dribbles left wing. Into the corner, Reedman. Three-pointer from there, no. Rebound on the floor. And loose ball picked up there by Winch for the Highlanders. Gets it off to Berg. Cameron Berg will bring the ball up the floor. Right-hand hit by dribble. She comes across the timeline to the left elbow. 15-foot jumper. Comes off a little bit to the left. And the Titans get the rebound. That was controlled by Reben, and she gets it off into the front court. Comes Ellers. Ellers here to the near side to Johnson. Back up top, Miller. Miller inside the arc, into the corner. There's a jumper by Ellers. Misfires. Rebound tipped by Maddie Anderson and controls the rebound. 20 seconds to go here in the half. Gives it off to Suffolk, who comes across. Kinley stops right of the right elbow. Goes down low. Anderson, her shot up, back iron, too hard. And she gets her own rebound. Try to get off the winch. Loose ball picked up by Griggs Midkota. Ellers gives it out to Johnson. Johnson, down court pass Reedman. Her shot up, missed. Partially blocked by Suffolk. And that's going the way the first half comes to a close. So your score at halftime, it is Valley City 23 and Griggs Midkota 8. We're back with our halftime here from the Highlander Activity Center. This is Highlander Basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. Back here at the Highline Activity Center, Valley City leading in this C Squad matchup with Griggs Midkota. They have 22-8 on the scoreboard. They must have maybe taken away possibly that free throw on Suffolk's three-point play, maybe, because it was 23-8, but it's now 22-8 is what we have as a score. Well, either way, Highlanders with the lead here in the first half. And here's what's coming up on the Highline Activity Network. Coming up tomorrow night, we've got high school varsity basketball. The Highlanders taking on Fargo North in girls action. 7:15 start time tomorrow night. And that is the only game. Of course, no C Squad, no junior varsity, so we'll have just the one game tomorrow night, 7:15 tip. And then on Saturday, Parks and Rec basketball tournament. All these are going to be going on the Highline Activity Center and on our basketball channel. And that is going to be starting, I think first game's around 9 o'clock on Saturday morning, and it'll be an all-day Parks and Rec tournament. And then on Sunday, we've got the Dance Winners Show here at the Hack. So we'll have dance here on our Highline Activity Center, Highline Activity Network on Sunday evening. And then coming up next week, boys basketball on Tuesday. And, of course, as always, Coach's Corner on Wednesday. And that'll be our final one of the 2021. As we'll take a little bit of a hiatus during the Christmas break and then be back with the Coach's Corner that first Wednesday in 2022, which I believe is January 5th. Take a look at the scoring here in the first half. Again, I have the Highliners with 23 points, but looks like they must have taken one off, and I'm going to guess off Suffolk's maybe free throw. Well, then that would give her 9 points in the first half. Rylan Johnson had 5. Cameron Berg with 4. Hadley Thorson had 2. And Ann Winch had 2 points in that first half. Riley Miller leading the way for the Titans with 4 points. And Brenna Ellers has 2. And Kennedy Reedman with 2 points in that first half. 22-9 is your score. Valley City 22-8. Valley City leading. They ended that half on an 18-4 run to hold this 14-point lead. Here we go, starting the second half. And the Titans will have the basketball. Ryan Johnson here in the near wing. Take Reedman up top. They try to pass inside for Miller. Knocked away. Kylie Johnson regains control off the right elbow. She'll pass far side. Miller dribble drive. Goes up. Shot partially blocked by Thorson. Loose ball picked up by Ellers. Ellers goes back up. Three-pointer by Ryan Johnson. That's going to be an air ball, and it was out of bounds. It'll be Valley City basketball. So Thorson will bring the ball up the floor. Actually, she'll get it off to Dakota Potrat's now in, along with Lauren Larson. And I believe Kaylee Nielsen. There's Kaylee starting the second half for the Highliners, along with Ann Winch and Hadley Thorson. Winch with the shot. And the misfires. It rolls on the ground. Ooh, that should be a travel because she tried to stand up when she grabbed it. But they're going to say jump ball. And that will give it over to the Highlanders will maintain possession. Highlanders leading 22-8. Inbounds comes to Lauren Larson. Her shot misses. And the rebound is controlled by Griggs Midkota. Back to the way. Ryan Johnson passing near side to Kylie, and she travels. So it'll be Highlander ball. Thorson will bring it in. Pass or shot taken there by Nielsen, misfires. The ball goes into that far corner. And it'll be Griggs Midkota basketball. They come into the front court. Johnson, ball tipped, stolen. Nielsen with the steal. Nielsen in the backcourt. Comes across the timeline, left-hand dribble. Kaylee, pass near side, Lauren Larson. Larson here on the near side. Gets it back off to Nielsen. Nielsen driving in. Shot rolls and goes. It was partially tipped, but a strong move there, and Nielsen got it to go. She's got her first 2. 24-8 Valley City. Kylie Johnson into the front court. On the far wing, three-pointer taken, and nothing but net. Three-pointer on the far side. And that was hit in by Reedman. She's got 5. Now Potretz across the timeline for Valley City. Dakota pass far side. Winch goes back to Dakota down low. Left-hand shot misfires. Riley Miller gets the rebound. Now Miller here to the near side. And down to Kylie Johnson, and she traveled again. Took a little extra step as she came across and got down to the wing. So again, turnover gives it back over to Valley City with 13:45 remaining in the second half. 24-11. Highliners leading by Baker's dozen. Now Potretz up top of the key to Thorson. Thorson the near side. Larson back to Thorson, and the ball was stripped and out of bounds. It will stay with the Highliners. Coming in here for Griggs Midkota. I'll get that sub here momentarily. And she hasn't turned around. I didn't see the number. I think it was Ellers, number 25, that's in. There's a missed shot. Shot taken there by Thorson. And then the rebound is controlled by Reedman. Reedman up ahead to Miller. Miller's shot partially blocked, and Winch will clear off the board for Valley City. And we'll get it off to Thorson. Thorson on the far side into the front court. Adley Thorson, and then she is going to be fouled there by Johnson, and that'll be Ryan Johnson's first team foul here in the second half. And the Highliners will trigger their inbounds on the baseline. Potretz brings it in right past Thorson. Loose ball comes up top, and Kaylee Nielsen gathers it. Highlighters have a 3-on-1. Here's a pass to Thorson from Winch, and that goes too hard off the glass and controlled by Johnson. Back to the way comes Griggs County Midkota. Into the front court, Reedman stops inside the arc. Try to go down low, knocked away by Nielsen out of bounds, but it'll stay with Griggs Midkota. 12:56 to go here in the half. Highlanders up 24-11. Alyssa Wilmus now will come in the lineup for Valley City. Thorson will sit down. Inbounds comes in, shot up, Miller, no, rebound, Miller has it, tries to dribble out of the pack, falls down, but got it over to Reedman. Reedman inside the arc here in the left corner, passes inside, the ball taken away. Nielsen just took that one right away from Vincent. Nielsen now double teamed in the backcourt, gets it to Winch, and will try to get it, and does get it to Wilmus, and she has the ball knocked away from behind into the hands of Miller. Miller into the front court, pass knocked away there by Nielsen. Both teams working hard on that defensive end, getting their hands in the passing zone. I'll bring Abby Wilmus into the lineup here for the Highliners. Highliner basketball, 12:31 to go here in the second half, 24-11. Now Potretz comes across the timeline, right hand hip high dribble. Dakota, pass inside, ball stolen. In the hands of Miller. Bounce pass into the front court, and there's a travel. So another traveling violation. Ellers on this one. We'll go right back over to Valley City. Potretz will give it to Wilmus, and back to Dakota. She'll bring it across the timeline. Left-hand dribble. Potretz in the left wing. She'll dribble down all the way through left to the lane. Gets it off. Wilmus, that's Abby. Circles back around. Up top of the key. Wilmus bounce pass to Larson. Larson over to Potretz, off her hands and out of bounds, but it was tipped and last touch by Ryan Johnson. So it'll stay with Valley City. Highlanders will trigger the inbounds on the baseline. About 4 minutes gone, a little over 4 minutes gone here in the half. Each team with a bucket. Into the front court, Miller off the steal on the inbounds. Riley Miller all the way down, layup good. Riley Miller has 6. 24-13, Valley City up. Potretz into the front court. Pass inside, ball stolen by Miller again. Second steal for Riley Miller. And then Miller just kind of slaps it ahead to Ryan Johnson, and layup good. So Johnson with the bucket. She has got 2. Her first 2, 24-15. 7-point run here by the Titans to get things back within single digits. Driving through, here's Nielsen, shot misfires, and a rebound control by Reedman for the Titans. They come back to the way. Near side, Ryan Johnson. Pass a little bit too far ahead of Miller and out of bounds, and it will go over to Valley City. That'll bring Hadley Thorson into the lineup for Valley City. And the Titans coach trying to see how many timeouts he has got remaining. Maybe taking one here as he grabs the clipboard, so he'll get a timeout next chance opportunity. In the front court, Potratz for Valley City, far side Nielsen. Nielsen looking down low, not there, back to Potratz. They're looking for Thorson inside. Potratz, she'll stop, pop, and a foul before the shot. So the foul called there on Johnson. That's Ryan's third. So he didn't take the timeout as I thought. First team foul. Here's Potratz on the far side. Actually, second team foul here in the half on the Titans. There's another steal for Griggs Midkota. And a loose ball picked up. Shot from the free throw line off the glass for two. So she got the steal, and Chloe Vincent gets the bucket, her first two. 24-17. A 6-point run here by actually it's a 9-point run by the Titans to get within 7. Nielsen, dribble drive in the lane, shot with the right hand doesn't go. Ball tipped out of bounds, it will stay with Valley City. 10:18 left to go now. That timeout taken by Griggs Midkota. With 10:18 to go in this second half, 24-17 advantage to the Highliners. We're back with more Highliner basketball on the Highliner Activity Network. Highliners up 24-17, but a 9-0 run right now by Griggs Midkota have cut it to a 7-point game. Highliners led 22-8 at the half. And got the first bucket to start the second half, and Griggs Midkota has gone 9 straight since. Inbounds, Potratz brings it into Thorson, off her hands on the floor. Nice job Nielsen to get it to Wilmus. Abby Wilmus up top of the key to Potratz. Dakota, dribble drive, left hand, left to the lane. Ball knocked away, got it back. Gets it off to Wilmus. Wilmus circles around, and she'll get it far corner to Thorson. Thorson in that left corner, dribble drive on the baseline, and dribbles it, and knocked away. It was knocked out of bounds. It will stay with the Highliners. 9:59 left to go here in the second half. Highliners up 24-17. Inbounds, quickly shot up by Nielsen is good. Kaylee Nielsen now with 4 here in the second half. 26-17, stopped that 9-point run. Along the near side, pass down low. Grabbed inside, shot by Vincent, partially blocked. Thorson gets the loose ball. Now ahead to Potratz. Potratz down court, pass a little too far for Alyssa Wilmus, out of bounds, and it'll go back over to the Titans. 9:34 on the clock here. We're in the second half. C-Squad basketball. Valley City and Griggs Midkota. Highliners up 26-17. Pass inside. Vincent, double team, kicks it onto the wing. Jumper, Ellers up, rolls off, no. Rebound, Nielsen grabs it. Kaylee Nielsen will start up the floor here for Valley City. Across the timeline, here along the near side, Potratz. Potratz on the right wing, past the arc. Pass in the lane for Thorson. Ball was tipped by Ellers and into the hands of Riedman. Gets it back out to Ellers. Ellers pass in the front court. Ryan Johnson. She stumbles, falls down. Loose ball picked up by Nielsen. 4-on-2 for the Highliners. Here goes Kaylee Nielsen, the runner in the lane. 2 out off the back iron. But right there, Thorson with the cleanup. Can't get it to fall. And the ball on the floor, jump ball. And we'll have a possession arrow to Valley City. So that will bring Lauren Larson into the lineup for the Highliners. And coming in here for Griggs Midkota, Zoe Zahn checks in. And got a couple of Kylie Johnson also checks in. As back in as well is Leah Saxberg. There's a pass knocked away by the Highliners. Out of bounds. It will stay with Griggs Midkota. So here on the near side, Ellers will trigger it in for the Titans. Pass over to Vincent. Vincent left of the lane. Double team. Thorson ties her up. Hadley trying to take it away from her. They'll call a jump ball. And possession. Possession arrow to the Highliners. And actually, I thought it should have been over to Griggs Midkota. Actually, it should be Griggs Midkota basketball. And their head coach is checking with the scorers table. And it'll stay Valley City basketball. Here on the near side is Thorson. Thorson, left-hand dribble up top. Picked up the dribble. Now gives it back up to Nielsen. Kaylee Nielsen to Wilmus. Wilmus looking down low, not there. Highlanders now going to be content. Take the air out of the ball a little bit. No shot clock here in the C squad. There's a dribble drive. Nielsen makes a nice move. Goes up strong off the glass for two. Kaylee Nielsen with 6 all here in the second half. She has all 6 of her team's points here in the second 17 minutes. 28-17, Valley City by 11. Up top, Kylie Johnson. Inside Vincent. I don't think Vincent was expecting that one. Nielsen with the steal. Kaylee back to the way for Valley City. In the backcourt. Now she'll come across the timeline. Nielsen all the way down. Free at the line. In the lane. Kicks it near corner. Thorson. Thorson inside to Larson. Larson's shot blocked. Loose ball picked up by Zahn. And back the other way with Kylie Johnson. Johnson for Griggs Midkota into the front court. Goes inside for Zahn. She's blocked from behind by Larson. Over to Johnson. Got the loose ball. Here's Kylie Johnson. Jumper from 18 is good. Kylie Johnson's first 2, and a timeout taken by Coach Myers and Valley City. 7:23 left to go here in the second half. 28-19 Highlanders. Back with more Highlander basketball on the Highlander Activity Network. Hey, back here at the Hack Highliners, Griggs Midkota. It is C Squad basketball. Earlier tonight, the Highliners won both junior high games. And now going for the sweep here tonight. Again, we've got varsity basketball against Fargo North coming your way tomorrow here on the Highlight Activity Network on our basketball channel. Here from the Hack, 7:15 tip. 7:23 left to go here in the second half. Valley City up 28-19. They have led by as much as 14 in this one. As the Highliners will bring the ball up the floor. Hadley Thorson gives it off to Kaylee Nielsen. Kaylee will bring it across the logo. Right-hand dribble. Stops up top. Now dribbles to the right wing. Inside the arc. Pick up the dribble. Foul call against Griggs Midkota. Boy, that's Ryan Johnson. That'll be her 4th. That'll be her 4th personal, 3rd team foul. Dakota Potrat's in for Valley City. Alyssa Wilmus will sit down. Inbounds, Hadley Thorson near side. Brings it in to Nielsen. Nielsen up top to Potratz. Dakota from the free throw line, the 15-footer with the left hand off the glass for 2. Dakota Potratz has the bank helping her out here with the bucket. 30-19, 11-point lead for Valley City. Inside 7 minutes to go, second half. Up top to Miller. Miller for the Titans. Far side, Johnson. Johnson, right of the lane, picked up the dribble. Down low to Miller. Miller turnout shot. Winch made her change that shot with those long arms. Came up short. Thorson with the rebound. Potratz into the front court for Valley City. Far side, Nielsen, right on the arc, left wing. Dribble drive into the lane. Runner up, and good. Kaylee Nielsen, 8 points here in the second half. 32-19. Highliners by a baker's dozen. 6.5 to go in the second half. Johnson in the far corner is Ryan. Down low, Miller, shot up, good. Riley Miller with the bucket. She's got 8. That is tops for the Titans. 32-21. Potratz stops, pops, 3-pointer, top of the key again off the glass. Dakota Potratz, I don't know if she called bank, but she'll get it. 5 points for Dakota on the last 2 shots, 35-21. Back to a 14-point lead. There's a pass intended for Johnson, a little too far, and it will be Highliner ball. equaling their halftime lead right now, 14 points for Valley City. 5:58 left to go in half number 2. C-Squad basketball against Griggs Midkota here from the Hack. Into the front court, Dakota Potrats for the Highliners, top of the key. Here near side to Thorson. Thorson looking down low. Pass. I don't think anybody was expecting that one. Went off the hands of Riley Miller and out of bounds. He had Winch coming across the baseline, and also Lauren Larson was posting up, and it went right between the two of them. Checking in now for Griggs Midkota. Ellers comes back in. Reedman is back in. And Jersey Gronenberg checking in for the first time. Inbounds comes into Nielsen high, but she tips it, gets it, and controls for Valley City. To Larson. Top of the key. Larson back to Nielsen. Nielsen looking, now dribble drive. Left hand, goes through a double team and then dribbles it off her knee and out of bounds. It will go over to Griggs Midkota. Thorson, Nielsen, Larson, Winch, and Potrats, the 5 and the 4 for Valley City. Miller, Ellers, Gronenberg, Reedman on the floor right now, along with Zahn, and Zoe Zahn there got it down low and traveled the basketball. So we'll go back over to the Highliners, leading by 14, 35-21. Potrats into the front court, passing near side, Lauren Larson. Larson tried to get it off to Nielsen, and the ball was stolen by Ellers. Ellers outlets it. Here comes Riley Miller. Miller for the Titans into the front court, all the way down. Tried to get it off to Zahn. Lost it, but got it back to Miller. Then a jumper taken there by Ellers' far side. And we have a whistle and a foul underneath against Griggs Midkota. That'll be the 4th team foul on the Titans. And it'll be Highliner basketball with 4:58 left to go here in the second half. Highliners bring it up. Potrats will bring it up the floor. I think Miller's going to be called for that last personal foul, which would be her first. Up top, Larson inside. Potrats, left hand, no. Partially blocked, and the ball knocked out of bounds. And I think Thorson knocked it away. She did, so it'll stay with Griggs Midkota. Titans ball trailing by 14. 4:39 to go here in half number 2. On the near side, Reedman goes down low. Miller off the glass, count it. Riley Miller with 6.5, 10 for the game, leading the way for the Titans. 35-23. Potrats into the front court. Top of the key with a left-hand dribble. Dribbling in, left of the lane, off to Larson. Now Thorson actually got it. Hadley on the far side, past the arc. Looking inside for Larson. Got it, catch and release, layup good. Lauren Larson with her first 2. Thorson on the assist, 37-23. 14-point lead for Valley City. Here's Gronenberg on the near side. Gives it back to Ellers, top of the key. Ellers circling in, just off the right elbow. On the far side, Reedman, right of the lane, goes down low. Zahn, knocked away by Nielsen. He's been a pest defensively here in the second half. And there's a loose ball. Off the steal, Hadley Thorson. And then she is fouled as Shoes trying to outlet it. I believe the foul on the Titans. It will be on the Titans. That will be team foul number 5. And it'll be Valley City basketball. Foul's going to be called against Reedman. That'll be her second. Here's a pass down low. Lauren Larson again inside for 2. The Larson back-to-back buckets. Valley City now up by 16. That is their biggest lead, 39-23. 3:29 remaining. Pass far side. Ellers goes down low to Zahn. Triple teamed, and Nielsen had to steal. And we've got a whistle. Jump ball. Possession. They say possession to Valley City. I think possession should be to Griggs Midkota. Valley City has gotten every possession here so far. Should be Griggs Midkota. There we go. Coach Preston Myers saying, no, it goes the other way. Helping out the officials. So it is Griggs Midkota basketball on the alternate possession. 39-23, advantage Highliners. 3:19 left to go in the second half. Inbounds, comes in, ball knocked away by Wilmus. Abby and Alyssa Wilmus both checking in out of the break. Ryan Johnson will get the inbounds here on the baseline and bring it in for Griggs Midkota. Johnson looking, still looking. Throws it far side. Ellers circling in. Right of the lane. Gives it back over to Johnson. Her jumper left hand, nope. Rebound. Thorson has it and tears it away from Miller. Outlets it to Potratz. Here comes Dakota into the front court. Knocked away from behind by Miller. Loose ball on the floor. Picked up by Potratz. She circles around all the way in. Layup good. Dakota Potratz stayed with it. She got the layup. She's got 7. 41-23, biggest lead of the game for the Highliners. Pass far side, Thorson with the steal. Hadley Thorson coming in, layup no, but a foul going to be called there on Griggs Midkota. That's going to be against Leah Saxberg, which will be her first 16th foul. Saying not a shooting violation? Inbounds on the baseline. Potratz will trigger it in. Saying it was off, no foul. They say it was just off of the Saxberg. There's a shot by Larson, misfires, and Griggs Midkota has the rebound. Kylie Johnson into the front court. Kylie under the baseline, caught up there by Wilmus. Gets it over to Miller. Her jumper is good. Riley Miller with 8.5, 12 for the game. 41-25. Valley City leading by 16 with 2:25 to go. Driving in, left hand, Potratz, no. Miller with the rebound, tied up from behind by Wilmus, doing a nice job, and then she tried to outlet it, and Riley Miller kind of gave her a hip check. That'll be number 2 on Miller. 6th team foul. So the Highliners will get the inbounds on the baseline. And Winch comes back into the lineup for Valley City. Winch, Thorson, Wilmus, and Potratz, the 5 on the floor for Valley City. Checking in for Griggs Midkota, Emma McCulloch. She joins Reedman on the floor. Johnson and Johnson. No Pfizer. Underneath, shot, doesn't go. Thorson gets her own rebound, back up and in. Hadley Thorson with the putback. She's got 4. Also checking in for the Titans is Lila Hedl, a German exchange student. And her first shot there comes up a little bit short. Trying to remember how my German from college to pronounce her last name, and she helped out. It is Hedl on the baseline. Inside pass to Winch, high off the glass, can't get it to go. And Lila grabs a rebound. Back into the front court. On the far side, overruns the ball, regains control. Hedl over, shot from the free throw line, good by Ryan Johnson. She's got 4. So Lila Hedl will get the assist. The junior, the German foreign exchange student. Buck and a half to go here in this second half. Highliners up 43-27. Potratz drawn in baseline. Baseline pass to Thorson. Over to Winch. Goes up top. Wilmus. Wilmus has it stolen. Kylie Johnson with the steal for the Titans. Layup good. Johnson has 4. 43-29. 1 minute left to go here in this second half. Highliners up by 14. Potratz on the far side. Crossover to the right hand to the left hand. Driving in the lane. The runner with the left hand off the glass for 2. Boy, Dakota's been using that glass tonight. She's got 9 points. And a substitute timeout here is all they call a timeout, but it's just to get subs in for Griggs Midkota. So not a full timeout. And we'll check and see who's going to be coming in. I think Jenny Zahn is going to be coming in. Highliners will have the same 5 on the floor. Nielsen, Wilmus, Winch, and Potratz will be the 5 on the floor for Valley City. Hedl, Zahn, Teffelmeyer checking in too as Kensington making her first appearance. Kensington Teffelmeyer's in along with Jenny Zahn. Here's Kylie Johnson in the front court. Left-hand dribble. Top of the key. Pass intended for Zahn. Locked away. Johnson gets it back. Bounce pass to Hedl. Hedl inside the arc. Back onto the wing to Johnson. Inside Zahn. Zahn goes top of the key. Teffelmeyer. Pass far side. Stolen by Potratz. Dakota Potratz for the Highliners. All the way down layup. That misfires, but Winch there for the putback. Her shot goes up and over, and the rebound control back to the way. McCulloch gets it into the pass into the front court to Johnson. 15 seconds to go. Highlanders will go to 2-0 on the C Squad season. Here's Heddle driving in. Her shot up misfires. Backside by McCullough. McCullough gets it off on the far side by Teffelmeyer. Teffelmeyer on that far corner. Hounded there by Nielsen. Nielsen ties her up. And possession, we'll give it to, I believe, Valley City. With 3.6 seconds to go, Pressemeyer says just dribble it out. No need to do any passing. Off the inbounds. Brought it in. Potretz will dribble it up the floor. And Dakota will come all the way down, and that'll do it. So Valley City will pick up the win here this evening in the C Squad matchup. Your final score, Highlanders 45 and Griggs Midkota 29. Take a quick break, total things up, come back and give it the scoring. We'll do that when we return on the Highlander Activity Network. The 45-29 is your score. Valley City winning it here tonight in this C Squad matchup against Griggs Midkota. Let's take a look at the numbers. Riley Miller led the way for the Titans. She had 12 points. Kennedy Reedman finished with 5. 4 points from Ryan Johnson. 4 points from Kylie Johnson. 2 points from Brenna Ellers and 2 points from Chloe Vincent for their total of 29. They had 8 in the first half and 21 in the second half. Valley City, balanced scoring up and down here for the Highlanders. Dakota Potretz with 9, all in the second half. Kinley Suffolk 9, all in the first half. Kaylee Nielsen, she had 8 points all in the second half. 5 from Rylan Johnson, 4 from Cameron Berg, 4 from Lauren Larson, 4 from Hadley Thorson, and 2 from Ann Winch for their total of 45. 22 in the first half and 23 in the second half. Didn't get an official word on why they took that 1 point away from the Highlanders, but like I said, I think it was a lane violation on Kinley Suffolk on one of her free throws, and I think that was the reason for the change. So the Highlanders win it tonight. So the C Squad team 2-0 on the season, and coming up tomorrow here on the Highlander Activity Network, we have varsity basketball, 7:15, as Valley City will be taking on Fargo North, and we'll be on the air, get things started probably about 7:05, and the first tip, or the tip-off, slated for 7:15. EDC basketball coming away tomorrow, North and Valley City here on the Highland Activity Network. Again tonight, 45-29, C Squad wins, and they sweep the 3 games tonight against Griggs Midkota, winning the 2 junior high games and this C Squad matchup. And my thanks to cameraman and technical director tonight, Boston Larson. Of course, my thanks to all you joining us on the Highland Activity Network for tonight's matchup. Again, 7:15 tomorrow, Valley City and Fargo North EDC basketball here on the Highland Activity Network. Until then, Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us, and so long from the Hack.